So I'm just going to be going through like all the side effects, and that's going to be it in this video. So I'm going to be looking down at my computer and just going through them. This morning I woke up and I just made like a list of all the things that has just caused me to like come to this point where like I physically just can't do it anymore. Okay, so the first thing on here is no appetite. Yesterday I ate breakfast, and that was like a struggle. This isn't normal for me. Usually I have a normal appetite. I'm hungry, I eat, but recently I've started noticing that I just don't have an appetite as much. My appetite is so suppressed. I had breakfast, and it wasn't like a huge breakfast. Going through that was hard enough. I had no lunch, no dinner. Still wasn't hungry. I thought that was really weird, so I said, let me just like go like eat some yogurt, like let me just eat something at least, because like this isn't normal. But like still didn't really like eat too much, and we're literally at almost 3 p.m. I haven't eaten anything today, and I still have no appetite, but I know like I should eat, you know so it's less of like my body feeling hungry, it's me knowing that I should be eating, so I have no appetite. Terrible bloating. Oh wow, this yeah, I hate this one. I really, this one is just like, yeah, it's one of the hardest ones for me. My bloating is so bad. I just have this permanent like bulge, um like on my lower abdomen, and it's ugh, I hate the way it looks. I hate the way it feels. It just, yeah, it makes me feel like not beautiful. Like it just, yeah, like, and I'm someone like I love my body usually. It's just made me have like, it's lowered my confidence, and I just don't like that. And yeah, bloating is uncomfortable because like based on like sometimes like you're sitting in a position and you're just feeling like your skin like fold and like like the bulge is just like uncomfortable, and I really don't like the bloating. I just really, it doesn't feel great. Another one, terrible skin. So I'm someone with perfect skin basically, that tends to lean on the drier side. I've never suffered with like actual acne in my life. My skin is like usually just like chilling, but since I got on this, I've had acne. That's why like my skin has been like inflamed and spotty, and all the hyperpigmentation which comes with the acne. I've also developed body acne, which is bizarre. Like, why is there acne on my body? It's like, it's so weird for me. But yeah, I've developed body acne, and yeah, like excessively oily skin, and yeah, overall I just feel like gross. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I don't feel right in my body. I feel just like gross. Not saying that acne is gross per se, or that like bloating is gross. It's just, there's a difference between like when your body's doing that naturally versus when like that's happening because of a medication, and when that's happening as a side effect. And yeah, it just feels so unnatural and weird. Another one is extreme fatigue. Oh my god, getting out of bed in the morning is like, it feels like war. It's so hard. Like, even just like waking up, like I wake up and then like I pass out again, I wake up, pass out again. Sometimes it takes me like 5 attempts to wake up. Not normal for me at all. Like I make sure I'm good on my vitamins. Like I do my vitamin D, I do my magnesium, I do my like fish oils. Like I'm good on that, and usually like I'm eating well. So yeah, it's feel like, and I feel strong for the most part usually. I don't really feel fatigued, even if like something is off with me, or like, because like that's normal to just like have off days where like your body's just off, or you feel really fatigued. Usually my fatigue is in the form of like muscle weakness and things. Like, it's not usually just like general body like heaviness, you know. So that's something that I've experienced. Like, dude, for some reason, like getting up to like get something to eat is like so hard. Washing the dish is hard. Freaking like getting anything done, even just like showering and putting on clothes, just trying to leave the house, like it feels so much harder than it used to feel. And I know it's exhausting. Yeah, body heaviness is the next one on this list. Yeah, which is part of the whole fatigue thing. My body feels so heavy. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's just like sometimes just even like walking around or like, yeah, I feel like this heaviness and it's odd. Oh, feeling a barrier between me and the world. In brackets, I wrote a form of derealization. Yeah, this one is weird. It feels like basically how best I would describe this is not feeling fully awake ever and just kind of feeling like you're in like a haze or dream like state in a way. Like things don't feel as real as they used to. I don't really feel as real as I used to. I know, like, unless you've experienced it, like, you, it's hard to kind of like imagine what that feels like. But yeah, like, that's something I feel these days. I even feel like the world is less bright, which is like, and we're in spring, so there's more sun now. And I remember like winter was so hard for me, and you know, like it was like one of the hardest winters I've ever had. And I thought like, I don't know, like maybe it was just like something else. But now I've realized like that darkness that I was feeling wasn't like a physical darkness. I still feel like there's like darkness. And I guess that's just like, which is it's a common side effect of Cerazette, like it causes low mood. So maybe that's like a form of like, you know, depression symptoms like creeping in. But yeah, like not really feeling like I'm connected to the world as much. And another one is, yeah, everything looks clouded slash darker. Possible depression, yes, it's what that's what I just talked about. Stress levels way higher, feeling more on edge. Oh my god, this one is murking me. It's nerfing me. This is also a common side effect of Cerazette that causes anxiety. I get so stressed out by like the tiniest little thing going, like usually I'm able to like handle stuff going wrong and like have like good resolve. Now it feels like just like the smallest thing going off, just like going wrong, just like upsets me. You know, it could be as little as like, oh, I accidentally like drop like a spoon or I accidentally spill something. That's like a normal part of life when you're like someone who cooks or like you're someone who exists. Like you're gonna like bump into things or like accidentally drop something. Or like I remember like one day I was trying to like reach something in one of my counters and I was so frustrated from not being able to reach it, and I thought like this isn't normal. Usually like you just kind of like deal with little things like this and they don't really affect you. But I found that ever since being on Cerazette, like I'm able to like cope. I'm just like not really able to like cope with just like little tiny inconveniences. Oh, not being able to get anything done, reduce productivity. Yes, I think that's like from the fatigue as well, and just like the low mood. It just reduces your productivity. This one is definitely interesting. I noticed this yesterday in the middle of a gooning sesh. Less sensation in vagina and boobs. Yeah, yes, I noticed that. And I was like, nah, this is crazy. I should not be numb down there. I shouldn't be numb in my boobies. There should not be numbness. But yeah, like that has kicked in now. Yeah, numbness. Oh, and also next thing on there is like dryness, drier vagina. Yes, that is real. This pill basically takes away discharge, so you're just like dry down there as well, like just drier in general. So yeah, there are less juices down there, which I don't feel good about. You know, it's like part of just like feeling like yourself and feeling just good in your body and feeling like a sexual being is when like things work how they should be working. And when that's taken away from you, like it just doesn't feel great. Like you feel dulled down And yeah, you just feel like you're missing out on like a part of your body, which is not great. Body weakness. Yeah, I already explained this with the whole fatigue and like body heaviness. Never feeling fully awake. Yes, with the whole like feeling like life is darker and stuff. I don't feel fully awake ever. Increased fear of death, more thoughts of dying. Oh my god. Ugh. This one is so bizarre. I noticed this recently and I thought it was just so odd. I am paralyzed by like my fear of death, like especially at night. Like going to sleep is harder because I just like I think like I think about death like 24/7. That's not normal. Usually you think about death like once in a while, and usually like it's not something that paralyzes you and like makes you just like dread. Like usually like my approach towards death is like it's gonna happen eventually, so just kind of like enjoy your life, and like if it happens, like not if when it happens, it happens, you know. But like recently I've not been able to just like have that mindset. Like I've been like panicky about like, oh, like when am I gonna die, like how would it happen, what's gonna happen when I'm dead, like all this stuff, and that's not really normal. That's not normal for me, at least. So yeah, that's another one. Oh, also more rumination. Oh my goodness, I'm already someone who ruminates naturally, but like Jesus, I get stuck in like these endless loops of thoughts. Like I'll be just like doing something else and then I'll just get carried away and I just like ruminate and ruminate and ruminate and play out scenarios in my head and ruminate even more and ruminate. What do they think? What do I think? It's so bad because like it's so much worse than like my natural way of ruminating, which is like pretty annoying. Like yeah, I tend to ruminate just like naturally, and that's annoying enough, but to have that be worse, no thank you. Oh, being overly critical of people, being even more annoyed by people. This one is a big one for sure. Yeah, I've just noticed that like I'm less attracted to people. Very weird, but like I pick people apart more. Like I'll look at someone and just think, oh, they look gross, or like I'll start criticizing like their features or like their body or like what they do. Like I tend to be more like on the critical side, like normally, like naturally. Like I can't help it. Like it's just my mind just tends to like criticize and stuff. But like this level is way too much. It's just yeah, basically like what I've noticed with all of these side effects is that the pill basically like heightens what's kind of like there, and stuff that's just like kind of like there at like a lower level, it just kind of like makes it more heightened and just makes it worse, and it's just so it can be debilitating sometimes. So yeah, like rumination is really bad. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was talking about being overly critical of people and being more annoyed by people. Yeah, I'm just more critical of people. I get like I feel like I hide it well, but like in my head, it's just like oh my god. I think an experience I had with this, which just made me think this is weird, is like someone was talking to me and like what they were not even like being mean to me or anything or like being offensive or anything, but like I think we were having like a discussion and they just yeah, they were just discussing and like stating like their viewpoint, and I guess like their viewpoint was not like the same as mine, and in my head I was like, I will like serious, I will kill you. uh, like that was just like the thought in my head, like shut up or I'll kill you. I don't think that's normal, having that much anger towards people for just existing. So yeah, definitely not. Oh, uncomfortable skin folding. Yes, that's due to like the bloating in my abdomen area. It feels uncomfortable, like I have to adjust myself when I'm sitting. I don't feel good in my body. Getting less pleasure from day-to-day life. Yes, this goes back in with the low mood. I just things are just not as enjoyable as like they usually are, and yeah, it's just like harder, like feeling good is harder basically than it usually is, and it's like a subtle one because I get like this just started creeping in like recently, very recently. At the start, like it wasn't this bad, you know. But I just know like the more, if I were to like stay on like the pill more, like longer, if I was to stay on Cerazette longer, it would just progressively get worse. Um, oh, stiffer joints is another one. My joints are so stiff, and I've been trying to like figure out like what could be causing this. I was like looking at like my vitamins and looking at like exercise or like stretching and what I do, and like like nothing else can explain this other than like this pill. And then I looked up if like this pill could affect like your joints or your muscles, and apparently it does. Estrogen plays a huge role in um your bones, your joints as well. And because basically this pill increases like progesterone and like reduces like your natural amount of estrogen, it can come with like joint issues as well. Didn't know that, but now I know. And it explains this. Wait, did I add? Oh, I skipped that. Very, very important. Breast pain. I think this is the last one on the list. Oh my god. Recently, it hasn't like been as like bad as it usually is. It kind of just like ebbs and flows basically. Like there are periods where it's really bad and there are periods where it's not as bad. Like sometimes like it's so bad that like any movement I make, like the pain is like intense. And like especially in like one like my left boob right now, I feel like this like lumpiness in there. It's just like such a weird feeling. And yeah, basically to summarize everything, my body feels broken and I feel unhealthy, and I feel like living is so much more difficult than it could. And I have decided to just come off this because I don't want to live a life where I'm feeling uncomfortable all the time, and I like am like dreading my experience on this earth, you know. And anything I can do to make myself feel more comfortable like being alive, I will do. And yeah, I think that the heavy periods, and I guess, you know, possibly like using another form of contraception that like may not be as ideal, I would rather like do that than like feel like this. I think the trade-off is worth it for me. And yeah, something unique about this experience is I do think that, I don't know, like through all of like these like trials and tribulations with all of these like different forms of contraception, I believe that I just care about myself more. Like it's made me realize how much I truly deeply care for myself, and I love myself, and how much I care about like just living a good, healthy life where I'm fulfilled and feeling, you know, okay. And honestly, like even regarding my relationships with other people, like I mentioned that story of that situation where someone made me feel invalidated about the experience I had on the arena. All of this has made me realize that I really shouldn't, I should never have to diminish my quality of life to make anyone else comfortable. Yeah, not to get political on here, but like if you have to feel like this miserable just so like a man likes you, and just so like you can like keep a relationship with a man, I don't think it's worth it, really. Like I just don't. I really don't think it's worth it. I don't. Like, is the juice worth the squeeze? No. I think like if your main reason for like these hormonal contraceptives is just like on like solely contraception, so if you're not managing any like conditions with these like pills or like other forms of contraception, and your only reason for doing it is because, well, I need to have sex with a man and it's easier if basically like I'm doing this and they want me to be on it. You know, like there are men who like pressure their female partners to like, you know, get on these contraceptives. And look, everyone kind of like has their own life and they have things that they prioritize. If that's one of your priorities, that's one of your priorities. But I just want you to reconsider. I want you to reconsider. Just maybe your health is more important than that. Maybe your life would be more fulfilling if you're actually deciding to like put your happiness first. Sorry, it's selfish, but like at least like you know that your experience in life is like you're having a better life experience. You have to like weigh them out. Like these decisions are really hard. You know, sometimes maybe like not having like a romantic partner and the loneliness that comes with that. Maybe that's more painful than feeling unhealthy and feeling like your body is like broken. You could just choose that. It's up to you. But like, yeah, if you're feeling this like nudge that like that's not the way, follow your intuition, follow your heart, and choose yourself. Thank you. Goodbye. Love you. Mwah.